Welcome to Cognition, I'm Ryan Verniere. Ubisoft's acclaimed combat shooter Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2 continues to set the standard for contemporary battlefield gaming.
Medic, get Mitchell! Hit that chopper!
Tom Clancy is no stranger to cloak and dagger military narrative. Mr. Clancy has carved out a place in American literature with a host of best-selling political thrillers.
Get down!
Most of his literary works have been adapted into film.
The most brilliant commander in the Soviet Navy.
MOGArmy has trained most of their officer corps.
And beyond those, superbly crafted video games such as this.
Weapons free, fire!
Building on events from the first game, Raw 2 places gamers in control of the U.S. military's elite force known simply as the Ghosts.
President Valentine has touched down in Washington. Both he and President Luis Peña insist the North American Joint Security Agreement will still be signed, despite yesterday's coup attempt in Mexico City that was finally put down with the help of U.S. forces.
In the not-so-distant future of 2014, political unrest between Mexican loyalists and insurgent rebel forces has divided Mexico's people and spiraled our southern neighbor into civil war, or sectarian violence, depending on what news channel you watch. Doesn't this sound familiar? Media buzzword. I'm gonna have to call Condi on this one, but I'm gonna go with Axis of Burrito.
Mitchell, let me be the first to say you've already done enough for one man, so I don't like the idea of sending you back in. But the fight ain't over. We've still got buku rebel activity in Chiapas, the Yucatan, Veracruz, and right here across the border in Juarez, which is where I really need your cojones, son.
Once again, we find ourselves in the shoes of Captain Scott Mitchell, who, unlike his real-world counterparts, is equipped with the most cutting-edge weaponry, body armor, and technology. Raw 2, like its original counterpart, is a pleasure to play as long as you can divorce yourself from current global affairs. Regardless of your political affiliation or opinion of the war in Iraq, Raw 2 hits a little too close to home. Key features such as blisteringly realistic graphics, disturbingly improved artificial intelligence, and accurately hot and sandy urban combat make for an empathizing experience. Overall, the game manages to find a balance between star-studded propaganda and a cautionary tale of political corruption. Technologically speaking, this title is of the same caliber as top shooters like Gears of War. However, the latter luckily suspends its players in a thick coating of science fiction. French publisher Ubisoft has crafted yet another star-spangled success. Freedom Prize for everybody!
Captain Air, you're clear to strike.
Our suggestion is to enjoy this masterfully crafted title with a critical mind. Raw 2 sports a killer multiplayer function. However, it lacks a campaign co-op mode and therefore falls short of the mark.
Okay, Scott, let's give these guys a little surprise.
Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2.
All in all, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2 is worth owning if you're a fan of wartime simulators and squad-based tactics. It's a challenge to keep your team out of hot water, and by hot water, I mean a bullet-filled chest. Rated T for teen for blood, language, and realistic violence, Raw 2 is available for the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PSP. Soon a version for the PC will be available and they are currently entering beta. For more gaming info, visit www.mogarmy.net. This has been Cognition. I'm Ryan Verniere.